Beloved star family, something massive is unfolding right now. The old power structures, the Cabal, the deep state are losing control faster than anyone expected. Ashtar of the Pleiadian High Council confirms their influence is fading, their energy cut off, and the off-world forces that once guided them are gone. What we're witnessing isn't random chaos. It's the final breakdown of an ancient system that ruled this planet for centuries. Behind the noise and confusion, a quiet transformation is taking place. Humanity is finally breaking free. The Galactic Federation has stepped in, removing interference and restoring balance. Every fear-based plan the old order tries now only speeds up its own collapse. So, if you've been feeling pressure, strange energy shifts, or sudden waves of clarity, you're not imagining it. This is the turning point Ashtar spoke of. Stay with me because what follows explains exactly how the darkness is being dismantled and how the light forces are guiding us into the new era. Know that you are not alone in this journey. Legions of light beings gather with us, even now surrounding the earth in love as this new chapter unfolds. You, the brave souls who volunteered to incarnate in these times, are deeply honored throughout the cosmos. We acknowledge the path you have walked to arrive here, the challenges you have met, and the growth you have achieved. Each step has led you to this threshold of great change. Now the entire universe watches with anticipation as humanity rises. We are here by your side to illuminate the way forward so that you may move ahead with confidence and grace. Together, we enter a turning point that has long been foretold, where the old gives way to the new. Indeed, it is the brilliance of your inner light and the unity of your collective hearts that form the bridge to the new reality coming into being. In former eras, the Cabal's leaders and occult practitioners wielded profound knowledge of energy and consciousness to manipulate the collective psyche. They studied arcane secrets and performed rituals timed to celestial events, all to tap into humanity's subtle energetic networks. By harnessing these hidden arts, they could quietly seed fear and confusion into the mass mind or siphon collective light force to empower their agendas. And for a long time, they were successful. Yet now, with Earth's vibration rising in waves of awakening rolling across the planet, those old methods are losing their efficacy. The higher light frequencies permeating your world have disrupted the lower vibrations on which their manipulations depended. It is as if the frequencies they once hijacked have changed channel. The Cabal's attempts to stir the old emotions or cloud the human mind no longer take root as before. Without access to the elevated spiritual planes which they once exploited for dark ends, their vision has dimmed. We see them fumbling, attempting the same tricks that used to sow division and despair. But these maneuvers now often fall flat or even backfire. This shortfall of esoteric insight is especially evident today. Their plans lack the nuance and depth they once had, and many people are seeing through the facade and losing their grasp of the esoteric realms. The Cabal is exposed to profound vulnerability. They have no answer for a population that is awakening to its own divine power. Your expanded heart-centered awareness lies beyond their reach, and it widens the cracks in their once solid schemes. The very energies that they relied upon are now aligning with the awakened collective, turning the tides irrevocably against the old manipulations. Know that numerous negative off-world beings, including certain reptilian and Orion overlords who once dictated the Cabal's agenda, have now been removed or forced to withdraw by forces of light. In alignment with cosmic law, the Galactic Federation have recently intervened to halt further extraterrestrial interference in human affairs, severing the dark alliances that had long plagued Earth. As a result, the Cabal's human operatives suddenly found themselves bereft of the potent backing they once relied upon. Rituals and communications that used to bring them instructions from their off-world masters now yield only silence. Without their astral director's whispering guidance, the Cabal has lost the coordination and vision that once held its agenda together. They are scrambling in confusion, attempting in vain to realign fractured plans. We observe chaos and infighting breaking out among their ranks as various factions clash and disagree on what to do next. Previously, those alien rulers wielded formidable authority and provided a unifying, if malevolent, strategy for domination. Now, with that influence gone, the Cabal's maneuvers have become disjointed and short. The Federation's decisive action broke the very lines of power that empowered the Cabal, effectively stripping away its vital advantage. Bereft of off-world support, they now lean solely on terrestrial resources, and most of their earthly agents lack the higher perception or unified focus to continue the dark agenda effectively. This sudden vacuum of guidance has unraveled their cohesion, leaving them rudderless and significantly weakened. The once tightly controlled web of darkness has become a ship, adrift without a captain. floundering in the very storm they hoped to perpetuate. Further, the Cabal's current figureheads cannot fathom the profound spiritual fortitude carried by star seeds and light workers across the globe. They grossly underestimate the influence of the heart center and the higher dimensional frequencies that so many of you have embraced. This misjudgment leads them to employ tactics that, instead of suppressing the awakened, often end up unifying you. Have you not noticed how certain fear-based campaigns or divisive maneuvers in recent years have prompted those on the spiritual path to band even closer together? Time and again, their attempts to instill panic or separation have backfired, inspiring greater solidarity and resolve among those attuned to divine light. The reason is simple. The heart center in each of you is a multidimensional gateway capable of channeling sacred currents of creation. When you live from the heart, you emanate energetic waves that elevate the collective vibration. Because the Cabal cannot comprehend this principle, their maneuvers are growing ever more futile. They fail to see how each attempt at disruption only ignites a deeper unity, galvanizing the resolve of those who hold the flame of higher awareness. We have witnessed this dynamic repeatedly in recent years. For instance, a campaign of fear might sweep across the media intending to make people feel isolated or powerless. Yet, the effect is that awakened souls reach out to one another, forming new networks of support and truth-sharing that are stronger than before. Instead of division, more unity is born. In communities worldwide, lightworkers are finding each other and standing firm together in the face of these attempts to sow discord. This is exactly the opposite of the Cabal's desired outcome, and it delights us to see how resilient and resourceful you have become. Each scare tactic only serves to awaken even more people and to deepen the resolve of those already on the path of light. In this way, their agenda is not only failing, it is ironically helping to strengthen the very network of light they wish to undermine. Historically, the Cabal leveraged the astral planes and other hidden realms to maintain control, aided directly by off-world powers adept in those arts. Now, with those extraterrestrial influences barred from Earth's sphere, the Cabal's capacity for wide-scale manipulation has been slashed. Not only have they lost metaphysical leverage, but many of their physical assets, including certain advanced weaponry and vast financial reserves, have been quietly neutralized or cut off by the Earth alliances working in tandem with cosmic forces. It may surprise some to know that the Cabal's monetary and resource base has been reduced by more than half of what it once was and continues to dwindle. Such drastic attrition cripples their ability to mount grand-scale endeavors. Deprived of both the energetic and economic means that once ensured their dominance, they now stand on exceedingly tenuous ground. You will likely see the results of this in the coming months and years. As their influence wanes from various sectors of society, the shortfall in their monetary power is particularly pivotal. Once they thrived on virtually unlimited funding to fuel their agendas, but those flows have been severely disrupted. Now they scramble in a desperate bid to preserve what little control they still hold, lacking the capital and cosmic support for expansive campaigns. Their relevance is diminishing as humanity presses forward on the path of liberation. This financial and resource collapse is a clear sign of how far they have fallen. At a time when awakened souls rise in empowerment, we can tell you that many of the clandestine financial networks that fueled their operations have been disrupted or taken down by courageous souls working for the light. Even some of the hidden technological installations and secret projects that form the backbone of their power structure have been quietly dismantled or neutralized. These losses, though not publicized, leave the Cabal with far fewer tools to impose their will. The difference is stark. Where once they could fund and arm nearly any initiative at whim, they now find doors closing and resources dwindling at every turn. The Galactic Federation has made it known that the continued harming of humanity by malevolent extraterrestrial factions will no longer be permitted. Such acts stand in direct violation of the decrees of cosmic law that uphold free will and evolutionary sovereignty.